Well, hello guys. Today I have a very old unit. I think it's from the 80s. It's from a Volkswagen transporter, if I understand correctly from the customer. He wants to do a full restoration on the car, and he sent the heater to see if we can do anything with it. So the first thing, I will try to hook it up to the battery and see if the heater's doing anything or it's trying to do anything. Of course, at this age the real big problem will be the spare parts and the cost of these, because the older the heaters get, the parts are more expensive. Okay, so let's get on with it. Okay, so for now we will take the unit apart because I see a lot of loose wires here, like this brown is cut. I don't know what's with this. And also we have a relay here, which I think is for the glow plug, but this one doesn't look so good either. So I think that this wire should come from the battery, and this I think it should go on the top of the glow plug. But then what about this white wire? Because I think from the schematics it's a plus, so we have two pluses on the glow plug. Well, I don't know. So let's begin taking it apart and see what surprises we will find inside. Well, clearly that the bearings are gone, so that's one way to start it, the unit. Yeah, the bearings are gone, so well, actually it's not so bad. It should start with this. And right away here we see another electronic board. I was looking at the drawings and the unit should have two speeds, two heating capacities, and I think that this board through this resistor should change the feed span, the fan speed, and also I think the control unit changes the frequency of the pump. So I will try to take this down somehow, just to have a better access to the board, to see inside of it. And I guess This is just for you should calm down, but I think it will be not so easy. So I will just bend this for now and worry about this later. Okay. Okay, so I went a little bit further with this unit, and I took everything apart, even the electronics. I put on a fuel pump. I also connected this relay, which should be connected to the glow plug, but for now I just want to start it. I actually figured out that the unit has 2 speeds, or it should have, as it says here on this sheet. So there is a switch on, and also we can select 2 speeds or 2 heating capacities, and we should get some diagnostics if we connect a bulb onto this and these 2 wires. But from my side I did that, but nothing happens. So when I switch on the unit, the bulb will light up, but after it stops, the light just goes on continuously because it has positive from this wire. So if I disconnect it, the light just goes out and doesn't give me error codes or nothing like that. What actually happens, if I start the unit, the fan will start, and that's about it. I did find that there is a temperature or some kind of sensor here in the back, and this is I measured it with an ohm meter, and this is open. So what happens when I start the unit, if this sensor is not closed, then only the fan starts and it will stop after a while. If I connect these 2 wires together, simulating that this switch is closed, it will also start the glow plug relay and also the pump, but it will still stop after a while. So at this point I believe this happens because I don't have flame. But my question is, how does this unit detect flame? Because if it detects it with a closed switch, then I don't know after what time will the glow plug stop, because this just keeps on going until the unit is going. And if it detects the flame by opening, I also simulated that, then yes, this will stop the glow plug will stop, but also the pump will stop after a while. So I'm not really sure what detects the flame in this unit. In the manuals it's not stated that this switch should be open or closed. Yes, on the drawing it's showed in the closed position, but I'm not really sure how it works. So this is something I will have to dig up some more information on it. So just to show you guys what happens if, yeah, this is how I simulate my switch and one of the heating steps. So if I start the unit, oh sorry, the fan starts. I will try it. Okay, this is better. So it will start only the fan, nothing else happens. It goes maybe for 1 minute 30 seconds like this, and it will stop. We could wait it out, but I'm pretty sure that is what happens. So I will just stop the unit, make the bridge like this sensor is closed, and I will start the unit like this. Okay, so now the fan is starting. We can hear now the glow plug relay working, as this sends some impulses to the glow plug. It's not connected right now, maybe that is a problem. And now we can hear the fuel pump starting. Okay, so this is the working of the unit, I think, and at this time the unit should fire up. But how does it detect flame? Because let's say I open the sensor, and this is what I think it happens when opening the sensor will stop the glow plug, and also the fuel pump keeps on working. But even like this, the unit will stop after a while. At least that is what was happening yesterday. Just wait for a while to see what happens now. So it has been running now for about 6 minutes, and the unit is still running. So I guess that I will just stop it. Yes, and now the fan still goes on. So actually I think I got this figured out now after a few more tests. So the temperature sensor on the top is actually the one that detects flame by measuring the temperature of the heat exchanger. So when we start the unit, if this sensor is open, the unit will start to ventilate. So it will just start the fan in order to cool down the heat exchanger, and it will not start the glow plug and the pump until the heat exchanger as it is at the cool down temperature. If this sensor is already cooled, and that means that the contacts are closed, then everything will start together with the heater, so the glow plug also, and also the pump. So if now, let's say, the heat exchanger has cooled down and the sensor is closed, then we already heard the relay of the glow plug. Actually, this is something that someone put on after a while, because in the original schematics this relay does not exist, and the glow plug is connected directly to the PC board, and that is how it works. But I think that this relay, what this relay does, it gives only impulses to the glow plug, so the current is not so big, and also I think the glow plug will have a longer life like this. So now we can hear the glow plug is also the pump started, and now let's say that the sensor detected the flame, the glow plug stops, and also the fuel pump keeps on running. So I think this is how this unit works. And it also has this overheat sensor, which is another thing. If the heat exchanger gets too hot, then this overheat sensor will break the circuit and will stop the unit. And also this is a classic one which can be reseated with a button on the top. Okay, so let's say we are now up to temperature and we want to stop the unit. So we will shut down the unit by the wire, and we can still hear the fan ongoing, and this is how the unit will cool down before stopping totally. Yeah, maybe it will run until the sensor is closed again. Yes, exactly. So now I have to figure out where do I get that sensor, because this is now maybe a 40-year-old unit, and spare parts will be a problem. But I'm glad that the ECU is working. I just opened it up to see the state of it, and I'm glad this is working. I don't know if this is the right pump. This is just something that I found and put here to simulate a closed circuit. Yeah, actually at first time when I tried to start the unit, it was not starting, it was not doing anything. There were two problems. First, the temperature sensor, which is open, and the other thing was that the glow plug circuit is not closed. So the unit thinks that the glow plug is defective and it will not start. I tried reading out the errors, but I had no success with that, so maybe it's something I'm doing wrong, I don't know. But after that I looked a little bit more at the schematics, and I saw that this white wire is the one coming here to the glow plug, and this is also where the relay is connected, and this is a plus. So what the guys did is they run this plus to the relays coil, and what actually the relay does, it gives earth to the plug, not plus. But the control unit sees this as a closed circuit, so it knows that the glow plug, in this case the relay, is good. The downside is, if you have a defective glow plug, then the unit will try to start, I don't know, thousands of times, and you will not know what the problem is until you check it. Okay, so I will go and try to find the sensor. I will not take apart the unit yet because there are seals here which I don't have at the moment. I think they are still sellable, and I think we will find them somewhere. So the first thing I want to do is check if the unit is really firing up. I will also check if this is the right fuel pump. If not, maybe it will work for a try. I think the original fuel pump is still on the car. I don't know what condition, but yeah. Okay, so I will go and look for that sensor and see if I can find it. This is the first thing. Okay, so after some digging around, I did not find the sensor that I need. This is the original sensor, which is rated at 80 degrees Celsius, and the closest I could find it's at 90 degrees, but I don't know how I can fix it. So before anything else, I decided to put everything back together and try to start the unit to see if it fires up, so to know if it's even worth it. I will put a new overheat sensor because somehow I managed to break the old one. I broke one of these contacts off, and I don't know, but luckily this is something I had lying here. So I got everything hooked up. I put here a new wire for this glow plug because what it had, it was very burnt. Also, to simulate the switch from here, I pulled out these two wires. So I will be trying to start the unit with this plug. Then if it starts, I will disconnect it, so the ECU will stop the glow plug. Then connected it to the battery, also the glow plug relay. Okay, so I will try to start this by touching this. Okay. So it's not the most silent unit. I also connected the fuel pump here, and everything, even the exhaust, fits from a D2. I can feel the relay pulsating sometimes. But what about the fuel pump? Well, the fuel pump is working. Fuel is going up. Wait, there is some smell. A little bit of smoke. Whoa! I think it did fire up. Of course, something is very noisy here. I don't know if it's the fan or something inside it. But at least we know the unit is working. Or yeah, it did fire up, so yeah, it's actually getting warm. So I think I will be disconnecting the switch. Now this is how the unit knows that flame was detected. If this was here, it was getting hot now. Yeah, maybe it's not 80-90 degrees. But I'm quite surprised. Actually, there is no smoke at all. Wow. I don't know about this fuel pump, if it's the right one. But yeah, oh, really hot.